G'day guys, Disney Dave coming at you once again from Down Under with this week's weekly news roundup. It is of course the week ending March 12th, 2017. It has been another enormous week in Disney news, with plenty of announcements, first looks and previews as always. So just as I do every week, I'm going to cut straight into the news. That's what you do on a news program, you go to the news. First up, it's news from Walt Disney Pictures. There are still a few days until the release of Beauty and the Beast in the United States and the UK, but the movie is already making box office history. With many sessions already sold out across the USA, the movie is already the fastest selling family film in ticket seller Fandango's history, beating last year's Disney Pixar hit Finding Dory. According to a report from Deadline, the ticket pre-sales of the movie are already beating those of last summer's biggest films, Captain America Civil War and Finding Dory. Tracking suggests that the movie could take out the record for highest March opening of all time, a record currently set by last year's Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice. It's also suggested that the movie will have the highest opening for a musical picture in history, taking out Disney's own 2008 hit High School Musical. And to celebrate the impending release of the movie and its soundtrack, which was released on Friday, Disney have released a film clip for the single version of the movie's title song, Beauty and the Beast, performed by Ariana Grande and John Legend. The debut of the clip has caused a stir among fans, worried that the modern pop take on the song will feature during one of the movie's most beloved and iconic scenes. To quash rumours, this version of the song will only feature during the movie's end credits, with Emma Thompson as Mrs. Potts performing the song during the movie's ballroom sequence, filling in for Angela Lansbury, who provided the character's voice in the animated film. In 1991, the single version of the track was recorded by Celine Dion and Peabo Bryson. For the new soundtrack, Dion has recorded a version of How Does a Moment Last Forever, one of the new songs from the film. Beauty and the Beast opens in the US and the UK on the 17th of March, and in Australia on the 23rd. And following trend, Aladdin, another one of Disney's 1990s musical hits, is being given the live-action treatment, with reports surfacing that the studio is currently holding an open casting call for Middle Eastern actors between the ages of 18 and 25 to portray the film's two leads, Aladdin and Jasmine. The casting call notes that the actors must be able to sing and have dance experience. No word yet on who will be stepping into the humongous boots of Robin Williams in the iconic and irreplaceable role of the Genie. According to the call, rehearsals for the film begin in April this year, and principal photography will be undertaken between this July and January 2018 in the UK. The film will be directed, in an odd move, by British director of Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels, Sherlock Holmes and this year's King Arthur, Legend of the Sword, Guy Ritchie. Also interesting to note is the logo on the casting call is that of the Tony Award-winning musical smash hit, which is currently in its third year of performances on New York's Broadway. The musical is set to open in Melbourne, Australia in the coming months. Guy Ritchie's Aladdin is eyeing off a late 2018, early 2019 release. And yes, another week, another poster for Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Men Tell No Tales. The new poster is visually similar to the previously revealed ones, but seems to be a little more polished. Mind you, it also does look a little similar? And it should also be noted that this is the first international poster to surface and is the first to feature the film's European subtitle, Salazar's Revenge. The fifth installment of the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise is in cinemas this May. And over on Twitter, an account by the name of The Royal Footman has revealed a series of unofficial on-set pictures from Mary Poppins Returns, currently filming in the UK. In the image we get our best look so far at Emily Blunt as Mary Poppins, as well as our very first look at Lin-Manuel Miranda in his role as Jack the Gaslighter. Mary Poppins Returns will be released Christmas 2018. The Disney Channel original movie, Tangled Before Ever After, has aired to largely positive reviews. The TV movie is the traditionally animated sequel to Disney's 2010 hit, Tangled. But, as the title would suggest, Before Ever After takes place before the 2012 short, Tangled Ever After, and works as a pilot for Tangled the series, which airs on March 24th. And coming out of Pixar this week, Disney and Pixar have debuted the first teaser poster and synopsis for their upcoming feature, Coco. Coco was set to focus on 12-year-old Miguel, who despite his family's baffling generations-old ban on music, dreams of becoming an accomplished musician. Desperate to prove his talent, Miguel finds himself in the stunning and colourful land of the dead, following a mysterious chain of events which unlock the real story behind Miguel's family history. Pixar have promised that the film's first teaser trailer will debut during the week. Directed by Toy Story 3's Lee Unkrich, Coco will be released in cinemas this June. And now a short story coming out of Lucasfilm. Lucasfilm and Disney have finally confirmed solid details on an upcoming 5th installment of the Indiana Jones franchise. Harrison Ford will be once again donning the Akubra hat as Indiana Jones, along with Steven Spielberg, who'll be joining the adventure as director. The film will be the first in the franchise to be produced by Disney, who have owned the property since their takeover of Lucasfilm in 2012. The film is due to be released in July 2019. 11 years after the franchise's last installment, Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, and 38 years since the first Raiders of the Lost Ark. And finally, on to this week's Marvel news. Entertainment Weekly has debuted a series of first look images of Marvel's upcoming 3rd installment of the Thor franchise, Thor Ragnarok. In the images, we see our first look at Thor in his brand new gladiator armor and a brand new hairstyle, which has divided fans across social media. We also get our first look at series newcomers Tessa Thompson as Valkyrie, Cate Blanchett as Hela, and Jeff Goldblum as the Grandmaster. Also appearing in the photos are returning Marvel Cinematic Universe cast members Tom Hiddleston as Loki and Mark Ruffalo as Bruce Banner, aka the Hulk. It is said that the film will reinvent the franchise and set up the next Avengers installment, Infinity War. Thor Ragnarok is released in cinemas this November. News has broken that the sequel to Marvel's 2015 surprise hit AntMan has begun principal photography. AntMan and the Wasp will once again star Paul Rudd as Scott Lang, aka Ant-Man, aka Giant Man, Michael Douglas as Hank Pym, and Evangeline Lilly as Hope Van Dyne, who will finally get to suit up as the marvelous Wasp. The film will once again be directed by Peyton Reed, and will presumably feature the 2 pint-sized superheroes journeying into the quantum realm to rescue Hope's mother and Hank's wife, Janet. Ant-Man and the Wasp is due in cinemas July 2018, but we can next see Scott Lang in Avengers Infinity War, released May 2018. And speaking of Ant-Man, the LA Times have revealed concept art for an as-yet officially announced Ant-Man attraction for Disneyland Hong Kong. With a Guardians of the Galaxy attraction taking over the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror at Disneyland in California at the end of the month, and an Iron Man experience already present at Hong Kong, Marvel continues to up their presence across the Disney parks. The Ant-Man attraction is said to be in the same style as the current Buzz Lightyear Astro Blasters ride, where guests sit in spinning pods and attempt to hit targets around the attractions with a laser gun. No word on when the in-development ride will begin construction or open.
Woo! I've told you that is unprofessional. Don't do it. And that brings us to the end of another weekly news roundup here on Disney Dave Down Under. I will see you again next Sunday for another Disney news roundup. If you're new to the channel and you've enjoyed this week's news roundup, please, after the jump, hit subscribe and make sure you don't miss any of that Disney news. To my regular viewers, thank you once again for watching. And to absolutely everybody, I hope I will see you again soon. Until then though, guys, take care and I hope you have a magical day.